Welcome back, welcome back, welcome to Busy Brain Club, where thinking is free and we should do more of it. In this video, we're going to explain why it seems Tesla and maybe Elon Musk have such a cult-like following. Yes, you heard me. Cult-like following. What it is really is actually decades of bent-up frustration from underserved customers. The people who have been buying these gasoline cars for years and have been getting railed at the dealership. You know what I'm talking about. You see, these people who love Tesla didn't just miraculously appear out of nowhere. They used to own gasoline cars. In fact, some of them still do. The friend you have that owns a Tesla, if you look in his driveway, chances are there's another vehicle. A BMW, Mercedes, Toyota, Nissan, Honda maybe, parked right beside it. You see, this cult is not what it seems. It actually has less to do with Elon Musk and Tesla and more to do with the trauma we've all been through with the existing automotive industry. Everybody got a dealership story. If you didn't go to the dealership, everybody has one friend that did. She went to the dealership because she saw some light on her dashboard. You know the light. I say she because we all know how dealerships like to treat women. So she goes to the dealership to get the light checked out. She gets a bill. The bill has blinker fluid and some new service you've never heard of that apparently the car needs. They do fix the problem. The car is running brand new, but the bill is astronomical. The next time she sees the light, she rethinks her options. Now she's reaching out and asking, "Do you know a mechanic?" We've all been there. If not in her shoes, we've been on the receiving end of, "Do you know a mechanic?" In fact, we need some honesty. For all the people who are watching this video, how many of you are driving around with that light on your dashboard? Raise your hands. If you say you've never seen that light, keep on living. Keep on living. Every time I see the light, it gives me anxiety. Because what it really means is that I have to spend some money, but the light doesn't tell you how much money you're going to spend or how much Vaseline you're going to need. The codes that come up when you check are so vague. It could be one of 10 things that could be wrong with the car. So you have to go to the dealership to find out. It could be $100. It could be in the thousands. Either way, it's all traumatic and we've all been through it. So like most traumatic events, what we do, we ignore it and we keep on driving. That's what I do. Sometimes the light goes away by itself and sometimes there isn't anything wrong with the car. The car just chooses to throw that light. And that's just on the side of the servicing of the vehicle. If you try to buy a vehicle, it's the same shit. You have to go in with negotiation skills. These are experienced salesmen you're talking about. And they always win. You come out the dealership thinking that you got a deal, and in fact, you got railed. And the fact that they're making these cars even more difficult to repair, including planned obsolescence, it's like a perfect money-making machine for both the manufacturer and the dealer. And the reason why we put up with it is because we have no other choice. No matter if you switch dealerships, it's still a dealership. We don't go to the dealership because one dealership is better than the other. We go there trying to figure out who's gonna screw us the least. Fast forward. You got this little African American Elon Musk building electric cars jam-packed full of features and technology. The car even gets better with time, adding features through over-ear updates, fixing problems remotely, stuff that my gas car can't do. Elon Musk is showing us, all of us, the days of being held hostage at dealerships can be over. He has created a better product with more features and it's safer. It's like we got out of prison. I feel like Andy Dufresne when he finally crawled through all those sewers, ends up in the rain and his face looking up to the sky. Like, what a relief. That's how it feels to know we have options now. All of us, old, young, from different walks of life, have been waiting for this day. You might think I have a Tesla. I don't. I have two cars, and they're both Hondas. Tesla doesn't make a car that I can afford yet. But I applaud all the people that are able to afford one. The rich people who bought the Roadster and supported Tesla in the very beginning. You wouldn't have the Model S without them. The people who bought the Model S and X and burnt a few holes in their pockets too while doing it. We wouldn't have the Model 3 and the Model Y without their support. The people who bought the Model 3 and the Model Y, and some of them still waiting on their deliveries, thank you. We have to keep this going so I could finally afford one too. And all of those people that are looking forward for their Cybertruck. I might not have one, but I do hope to have one in the future. And I also made a promise to myself. I am never buying another gas car. So technically, Tesla already have my money. They just haven't built the car yet that I can afford. I would rather fix everything on my current vehicles, everything that's wrong with the Accord. And I'm serious. I think it was last year I changed the transmission and it cost me $3,000. And that's as big as a price you could pay, is literally the most expensive part. Because I am fed up. I am done with these cars. I'm going to drive this car until the wheels fall off. And if you think I'm the only one that feels this way, you have another thing coming. People are just buying cars now, gas cars now, because they probably just don't have any other option. There's a whole bunch of people just like me out there that feel exactly the same way I do, just waiting for Tesla to drop that compact car. You see, these automobile manufacturers have no clue. I have two Hondas because I like Hondas. So I am Honda's customer. And if I want to talk about the Honda EV, I would, but I can't because it doesn't exist. Do you see the point? They watch Tesla build these cars, and not one of them put out anything compelling, worth looking at. So it seems like we're all nuts and obsessed, but we're not. We just treat Tesla like a sports team, and we want them to win. Think about it. Tesla is showing up to all the games, and when we are ready to play, where is the opponent? There's none in sight. All they do is sit on the sidelines or the bench and talk shit. So we can't take them seriously. So what we do, we pick the winners. And so we gon' ride Elon's nuts into the future. I'm sorry. So, these manufacturers want to be mad at us and mad at Tesla. But guys, they sat on their asses for decades. Watch Tesla build this car company from scratch. You don't get to complain when they're taking your market share, when they're converting your customers. So with all that said, the real question is, which automaker will get the first bailout? Please like and subscribe. Leave your comments and ask a question down below. I want to hear from you. I appreciate the love and support on the previous video. I appreciate that. If you have any topics that you want me to talk about, let me know. Just leave it down in the comments. I'll see you guys in the next video. Thank you for watching.